Have you ever watched Silent Hill? Like the first Silent Hill movie?
I did.
Based on the video game series?
I gotta admit, I didn't like that movie.
You didn't like it? What did you like about it?
I don't know. It was just too trippy for me, bro. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, it is weird, man. And it's not like if you play the video games, you'll understand the movie type scenario because the movie's different.
Okay.
It's loosely based on the storyline from the first one, except in the story in the book. I mean, in the game, it's a dad looking for his daughter that gets lost in Silent Hill or some shit. In the movie, they switched it back to a woman, so it's a woman now looking for her daughter because she goes to Silent Hill.
Okay, yeah.
And so it's different. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because I had a recent conversation about ghost towns. Because I went to a recent ghost town. What do you call it? Calico up north. Like when you're going to Vegas.
Okay.
There's a ghost town. It was like an old mining town called Calico. It's cool, man. They have a lot of stuff that looks like the Old West and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, it's a cool tourist trap.
Did you go?
Yeah, I went on when we were. I went to Vegas over this weekend. So on our way back, we went there.
Is there like an admission?
Yeah, there's an admission. I forgot what it was. It was really cheap though. It was like I don't know, $10, $15, something like that.
That's nothing to a baller like you.
Yeah, exactly. But we went. And it's cool, man. Like a lot of stores right now because of the pandemic, though, are closed.
Yeah.
And you can't. But there was still a lot of tourist shops open, and you could, and there's mines around that you can see.
Do they have like a tourist when you go in, like telling you all the stories and stuff?
I think they used to, but because from what I heard, because of the pandemic, they're just not doing a lot of the shows and shit that they do.
Okay.
But I hear that in October, though, they do a lot of cool things,
Yeah,
for Halloween and shit. So I might have to check it out. But basically, where I'm going with this is that it made me think of Silent Hill. And Silent Hill, basically in the movie version, the town Silent Hill was a mining town, and then somehow the coal underneath the ground caught on fire. And so it's a fire that's raging on the ground and don't stop. And so basically what happens, all the poisonous gases and all that shit leaks out and it can kill you. So you can't go in there without a mask or anything.
Okay.
But the movie makers, they based that shit on an actual town called Centralia. And I think it's in Pennsylvania, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's creepy, bro. Like if you was to go on Google Maps and look up the images for it, you would see like the town has roads that are cracked. And there's sometimes smoke and shit coming out of it because the fire is still
an actual
underneath.
town?
Yeah, it's an actual town.
Did people die?
Yeah, I think people died and it got evacuated. And right now you can't go in there. I mean, because they have it blocked off, and they have the siren. Remember the siren from in the movie?
Yeah,
they do that in real life at night apparently.
Wow.
And so so
that's creepy.
And it does still have some people living in it, which is the craziest part.
It reminds me of Chernobyl.
Yeah, it's like Chernobyl, basically.
Chernobyl,
yeah. Well, except it's
but in the U.S.
It's in the U.S. and it's not radiation, but it's a fire, and the poisonous gases and stuff that it emits can kill you. So you can go there at night, and there have been people that sneak in. So what's funny about it is you'll see all kind of creepy, fucking like a graffiti, like Silent Hill type shit. You know what I mean? Like this is hell, the gateway to hell, and shit like that.
That is cool though.
Yeah. So. I'm not telling anybody to visit.
No.
But you could look up the images, the videos on YouTube, man. It's pretty crazy. As far as Silent Hill, the movie, I'm just going to give my 2 cents on that. It kind of got me into Silent Hill.
Oh, it did? Yeah.
Yeah, so because I watched that, and then I played Silent Hill 4, and then it just got me really into the series. But the movie version really is different, but I did like the atmospheric vibe of it.
Right.
And the weirdness of it.
It did have some cool weirdness to it, though, yeah. I did like that.
Because the games are known for being like that, and they're really depressing too. Especially Silent Hill 2, which is like super depressing. It has like one of those endings. What do you call that shit? Like a twist.
Yeah.
One of the best twist endings probably in
what is it?
Video game history.
Spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert for people who haven't played Silent Hill 2. It came out like in 2002 or some shit. Basically, you play as a guy looking for his wife, kind of like the Resident Evil 7 game I had you playing. Remember?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's something like that. So he goes to this town and it's like, I got a letter from Mary. She's in this town, but she's dead. How could she be in there? I was like, who would, nobody would think like that. You know what I mean? In real life, but he's crazy, I guess. And so he goes, on this mission, and throughout the thing, you start uncovering. Then there's this girl in there that looks like his wife. except she's more promiscuous looking.
Mm.
You know, so yeah, so and it's weird. And he's like, "You look just like Mary," and throughout the whole game, you're just kind of experiencing all these. He's just exploring the town. And he gets deeper and deeper, and it has this whole kind of theme of depression. There's about 5 other characters who are like deeply depressed, suicidal, like him, almost like him.
Okay.
And so what it ends up being, what Silent Hill kind of does, is it projects whatever your own demons are. So whatever your demons are, they manifest in demons.
Oh, that's cool.
And so those demons look weird and shit, but they're a representation of what's going on in your psyche. So the Silent Hill nurses, like in the movie,
with the knives?
there is a purpose to that. In the movie, I mean in the game, the reason they look like that is because he's been sexually repressed. He's repressing a lot of his sexuality because he didn't get to have, I guess, sex with his wife because she was dying from a disease.
Okay.
So she died from a disease, and he had to watch her suffer,
Yeah.
all that shit. And so all this kind of shit manifests throughout the game. And then towards the end, you're kind of forced to fight this evil version of her. But after you kill her, you realize this whole like little thing starts talking where she starts talking to the character as the original wife would. She's talking and he finds this VHS tapes and he pops it in, and what ended up being is he killed her.
Oh,
his
he
wife.
did.
He suffocated her.
Oh
Because
shit.
he couldn't bear to see her in pain or some shit. That's what it was. But she was dying anyways, and he learns that shit at the end.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, and so you just end up being like, oh shit, I'm the bad guy in a way, even though she was dying, and he kind of just repressed that.
Damn, that's a cool plot twist.
Yeah,
right there.
so Silent Hill kind of brings that out of it, and he was kind of forced to face. And there's like a few different kind of endings that you can get. There's bad endings and shit. And I don't know what the what do you call it? Shit, the canon version is, but it's pretty fucked up. It's just a depressing game. Like, don't play that game if you're depressed, because you just probably kill yourself by the end of it. It's fucked up.
Just watch the movie.
Yeah, but I guess that's why they didn't do the movie version of that.
Yeah, because they didn't want anybody to fucking kill themselves.
Yeah,
it makes sense.
Yeah, but that was just my whole little. I'm a big Silent Hill fan, so I just had to bring that up, in terms of video game horror.